You have maybe been reading that the 6%, supposed 6% commissions, are over for realtors. Well, are they? Are millions of realtors going to be leaving the real estate business? Will this settlement by the NAR, the National Association of Realtors, make the prices of homes come down and plummet? Will this game of real estate be changed forever? How is the new ruling going to impact the real estate industry? Well, now the court still needs to approve this ruling. The DOJ has actually been kind of backed into a corner because the media took this one new jab at it. Now there's so many conflicting articles out there. The rulings really are not supposed to go into effect until mid-July, but it has gotten realtors into a tizzy. So I'm going to break it down. I'm going to give you my take on it and why I think it's going to be kind of business as usual, but with a little twist. It will definitely hurt first-time home buyers, potentially making homes less affordable. And I think it'll definitely weed out the bad realtors, the ones that were getting into this business just for like a quick deal. You'll find them working at the local restaurant, serving tables maybe in a couple months. As a matter of fact, I went into a new construction development Sunday, and the woman that manages the development was there. I know her very well. I've done several transactions with her. And she said that she had gotten 7 calls just within those 2 days after the media exposure from realtors who are looking for a job. This one announcement, which I feel was announced incorrectly, has given the gloom and doom media a second serving it deserved. This is yummy news, they say. Let's get this fake news out there. I don't believe it's a win for the National Association of Realtors or for the realtors or for the consumer. The only people who are winning here are the lawyers who are settling this case. It's $418 million settlement. Diane Cardano-Casacio here, team leader for the Cardano real estate family. And I'm going to break this down a little bit today. Please like and subscribe if you like my video. I'm going to talk to you about my thoughts about this. I have to get this out there. I just got to get this off my mind. I'm really upset about how the settlement is being presented by the media, the gloom and doom media, and how the National Association of Realtors has just allowed this to happen. You know, this is people's lives they're dealing with. The announcement has squashed dreams for home ownership because it's been improperly announced by the media. I am already getting calls from buyers who all of a sudden they think they need to have a buyer agent. I don't know why they didn't think that before. They have to spend all this money, thousands of dollars to get one. And they want to talk. They're confused. You know, if a buyer is referred to me, I would meet them at the office or something. But what they normally would want to do is they would go out to the house and run out to it before even talking about finances or having a real consultation, understanding what they really want. See, the only way I work with buyers is I need to find out what you really want, go on a Zoom call, or meet at the office, a coffee shop. I don't just run out to a house and meet a buyer client with the hope that they're going to buy a home. That's what the typical realtor does. So I'm getting a little agita from this whole thing. My Italian's coming out at me. So let's start with the first thing. Let's break this down. I want to discuss that there's never been a 6% commission anywhere or a fixed commission. Real estate commissions are negotiable. Yes. Here's how it works. I go on a listing presentation. I present my marketing plan, my value to the client. I can do this job. And I can get the most amount of money with the least amount of stress. And my team and I were the right team for this job. I kind of determine if I want the job first. See, we pour everything we have into helping our sellers prepare their home for sale. We're kind of known for that. I want to make sure that my team can help the client. And once we determine that, then we can negotiate our fee. And then we perform our services. And then we get paid the amount that was agreed upon. That is not going to change. What's going to change is the realtors who are in the business for quick money, the fly-by-night realtors, will find themselves, like I said, possibly another job, because they will not be able to compete with realtors like myself. The average realtor sells only 1 or 2 homes a year. Now sellers will be more savvy. I think they're going to be a little more savvy about what they're paying to the realtor to sell their home. I think they're going to look a little more closely with their magnifying glass about the realtor's maybe actual past sales history, testimonials from past clients, maybe talk to a few past clients, and maybe be more focused on looking at their Google reviews. Sellers and buyers will be looking for what value that realtor can bring to their lives. This gets me excited because when I go on a listing presentation, the first thing I do before I show any marketing plan, I need to understand what's important to my client, understand their needs, and make sure that they know I have heard them, because I cannot put a strategy together for them. I can't fulfill their needs if they don't know that. I need to tell them right away if I can do this job. And I have to be 100% on board and excited about making their goals and dreams come true. That's different, right? And that's exciting for me. Because you may have heard of the 80-20 rule, where 20% of the people or the workers are doing 80% of the work. In real estate, it's probably like 90-10. Finally, these top percentage of the realtors, the ones who do not think of their clients as a dollar sign, that they're going to pay their mortgage and car payment when this sells. Ones who have a business, they have past clients, their business is 90% referral, for example. They're going to be seen for the first time in a different way. And hopefully our real estate industry will become more respected to the consumer. That realtors can be trusted. There are ones who can be trusted. They're not like used car salesmen, and there's nothing wrong with the used car salesman, but it's just kind of what they think. You read it all over the internet, says that, Now, the second thing I want to talk about is this claim that all of a sudden real estate home prices are going to come down. That's not true. This is economics here. This is supply and demand issue. This is not going to change the prices of homes. That is what the media is talking about. That's why they get these headlines, prices are going to come down. Think about it. If there are two homes in a neighborhood for sale, each being sold for, say, $500,000, and one is stating that they're going to give a commission to the buyer agent, the other one is stating that they're not, which home do you think will have more buyers waiting outside the door the first day that home goes on the market? Which one? Of course, the one giving a commission. Buyers don't want to start paying for their realtors. And first-time buyers, they can't even afford it to buy a home. They can't afford that and pay the prices that the homes are at right now. They can't even afford to buy a home. They're getting grant money. They're supposedly getting this tax credit. You can take a look at my tax credit video I did the other day. They don't have the money to pay the real estate commissions. And guess what? The seller is still going to be paying these commissions if they want to get the deal done, if they want to get a buyer and sell their home for top dollar. As long as the supply is low, and it's been the lowest amount of supply ever in the history of real estate right now, as long as it stays low, there's going to be competition amongst buyers for homes for sale, right? When that perfect home comes on the market, there are going to be buyers waiting outside the door. That's happening now. How do I know? Well, I just listed a home last weekend for $399,999, and I sold it over 20 offers. Again, we're going back to high number of offers for $450,000. No contingencies. They waived the appraisal. They waived the home inspection. Now, we did a pre-home inspection on the house ahead of time. It was clean as a whistle. They don't have to do them. They could. They decided not to. They put a lot of money down, and they won. That's what's happening out there right now. The fact that the commissions are not going to be reported in MLS doesn't mean they're not going to be there. I don't know what seller wouldn't want me to get $50,000 more for a house and pay out $12,000, for example, extra to the agent that finds them this buyer, who gives them the best deal, who fought for it. If the buyer was going to pay the commission, they will not pay as much for the house then. Or they'd ask for a seller credit to pay it. They don't have the money. It's going to be there. It's not going away. And the last thing I want to talk about is the fact that with this new ruling that the commissions are being paid to the buyer by the seller, if there are any commission, that they're not going to be advertised in the MLS. So now all the realtor needs to do is they do the call or text or email the agent now to find out if there's going to be any commission, right? They'll have to find out. And they can even look on the real estate company's website, because the new ruling allows the company to put on the website for the particular homes they have on the market what the commission, if any, is paid by the seller. This is just going to make realtors take one more step, that's all, before showing a home. It's not going to stop realtors from not showing a home because the commission is low or there's no commission. The issue of steering is still not going to be there. Now, I've never not shown a home to a buyer because the fee is lower. I have my buyer sign a buyer agreement stating they would pay the difference. I show my value. I negotiate my fee. I show them all the things we're going to be doing. So let's talk about builders. They advertise all the time, incentives, 4% to sell this last lot of homes. Come on, you can do it, agents. Come on, I'm going to give you 4%. I'll give you dinner to wherever. This is kind of business as usual. So not reporting the commission on the MLS does not mean real estate commissions are going away. What's happening is what I call as a decoupling of commission. The seller agent, instead of being one commission the seller pays, the seller agent will get paid their fee, the buyer agent gets paid their fee. The fee could be paid as a seller credit, even too. Something like that. Maybe they'll do a credit towards a new roof or air conditioning or something like that. It's not going, it's not going away. It's going to be very interesting. I'm kind of excited about it. It's time to get really creative. Finally, us realtors are not going to be put in a box anymore. We're going to be creative, ways of we can do our business and showing value. So there's not going to be a 30% drop in real estate fees. There's not going to be a drop in home prices. They're not going to be slashed, as I was reading in this one article. And like I said, I don't think that the new ruling will stop realtors from steering real buyers to buy only the homes that are paying more money. That's just not going to happen. This really is not fair to the buyers. I think because they're going to go into an open house and the listing agent may be sitting there, and that listing agent works for the seller. They're going to go in totally unrepresented because they think, oh, I don't have to pay this commission to the realtor by going right to the realtor's, directly to the seller's agent. Well, how does this buyer know that the listing agent isn't going to be paid any more if they find the buyer? How do you know? You don't know the real estate commission going on that end. How will this help the buyer? They won't because they work for the seller. They won't. It could cause more lawsuits of buyers being unrepresented and not getting the right representation they need. So anyway, to be continued. Diane Cardano here. I'm definitely going to keep you up on this and keep an eye on this for you, keep you informed. So if anything interesting you would like to comment, please do so below. No worries. This war here will prevail. And the realtors who are committed to helping their clients get what they want and find out what they want and mostly want to help their clients, they'll continue to be in business. So that's it for now. There's more to report, I'm sure. This is just the first stab at it, and I'll see you on the next video.